Hello everyone, this is the Introverted Positron, and thank you for once again entering the Nostalgia Nexus where we are playing Tales of Symphonia. So, last time we got some stuff done, we finished the Tower Vault, we got here to the Renegade base where supposedly Colette and... oh wait, not Colette, but the Riards are. I don't think Colette's here anyway, I can't remember. And thank you for once again joining me here, really. It has not always been easy right now. It's hard sometimes when I'm questioning this stuff just because of how few people are here, and that's a falsity in a way just because I recognize the fact that this is still a channel that I believe can grow and I believe will grow, but sometimes it grates on you a little bit, but I'm alright. I've just been thinking about a few things, and you know what? I'm gonna keep on going. I'm still having fun with this, and I do say that, and I do mean it every single time I say it. But it doesn't mean that it's not hard to see the purpose of this channel. Well, not the purpose, but the point of this channel. Yeah, that's technically a different thing. But the point of this channel not being fulfilled, which is for people to watch the content and to look over. And I've watched, you know, some videos on stuff like this too.
Not much of a
I'm gonna get straight into this. And I think I'm realizing something about the way my channel's currently structured. Because I was recently watching a video that was talking about marketing yourself. I'm interested in that stuff, and I'm subscribed to YouTube who's talking about it in a sort of vlog format. And I think one of the things I'm really struggling with right now is finding my niche for this channel. And that's hard. And it's something I've thought about before, but it's kind of really got me thinking about it. What is my niche for this channel? What is the group that is going to be attracted to my stuff, or that I want to be attracted to my content? And it's hard because there are so many different kinds of people, so many different kinds of gamers and people who watch YouTubers and stuff like that, that it makes me think, you know, where do I fit in? What do I do that separates me from something else? And the obvious answer is that I'm me. Nobody's going to give you the exact same experience I can because I'm myself, and that's not going to change, and that's also not something that anybody can control. But nonetheless, something a little bit more sorry if you can hear that. That's a habit I have if I click my fingers when I'm thinking about something. What can I offer in entertainment value that others can't? That's kind of the question I'm wondering here. As much as we get attached sometimes to people who do these things, it seems like we're interacting with them on different levels, and that's important. That's very true. Oh, okay, that's the way this works. I was kind of thinking that, but obviously I wasn't really doing anything to use it. So I thought about it, and it's the stuff I haven't done yet that's going to really start to separate me from other people. I'm not going to do theory videos. I'm not going to be doing news for video games. You will occasionally hear me talk about things because I'm really excited about them. And that's just the way I am. I can't stop talking about them. I'm actually surprised at how little I've talked about the new Zelda game coming out. I am so excited for that. I'm a huge Zelda fan. And I have been since I was a kid. Like, it's just my appreciation for it over the years has evolved because I realized more of what it is and why I've always enjoyed it. Anyway, that's not the topic for today. There's a whole other Let's Play coming up that will allow me to get more into those kind of details. But it's the stuff... Passcode the life of... Okay. but it's the stuff that I haven't done, or rather that I'm working on still, that I really want to kind of define my channel and bring more people in. And that's the philosophy videos I keep on talking about. And I think it's been more here than anywhere else that I've really talked about. And there's a good reason for that. This is the place where I think a little bit more about this game, because that's what this game kind of is. And I think that's what it is. I think that the environment that I want to give for people to enjoy, for people to see on this channel, is an environment where I will appreciate and hopefully allow open thinking and perceptions here, and that's the whole point of philosophy, of science too, is keep your mind open to possibilities, to keep in mind the idea that maybe the world isn't the way we think it is, based off of what we think. And there are so many subjects to talk about, but I want to leave a space that's open for people to express those thoughts, those actions, because we all are connected to a world in which we're trying to interpret, in which we're trying to see and really understand. And so we all come up with different ways of looking at it, and I want to create a space that makes it so that people can be very open about that, and not just about things like politics or religion or science, but also about very simple topics like what they enjoy, why they enjoy it. I want this to be an environment for those kinds of people, and I'm hoping I can emulate an environment that welcomes them. That's why I'm making the kinds of videos I am. I want to keep this channel focused on gaming, because that's one of the things I really enjoy, and because I know lots of people can kind of enjoy watching me play different games as we do these things. But also because we're thinking about something that seems very trivial, but is actually very powerful in the way it can, message, in the way it can really bring out new meanings in things and looking at things in different ways. And because it's a lot of my experience with this kind of stuff is in gaming, because I've been gaming pretty much my entire life. Actually, less recently than in some years. But still, it's something that that I personally really relate to. I'm hoping others can relate to it too. I mean, obviously they do. There's so much in terms of gaming content on this channel, obviously this channel, on the site. And I think that's amazing. That was one of the things I was kind of shocked to see, because I heard about Let's Plays and stuff, and to be honest, the first time I heard about it, I thought it was kind of stupid. And now here I am doing it, but that wasn't because I thought it was easier that people should make money off of it. I mean, people watch what they watch, contribute to what they can. Oh, I did not realize that this was gone. And contribute to whatever they want to contribute to. And there's meaning in that. There's meaning to the fact that people do want to contribute to these kinds of things. And I realize that more now, because I'm not just because I'm doing it, well before I started doing it, but because I realize the different kind of connection, different kinds of things that we do in games that separate ourselves. There's a very good reason why it's here, because there is an expression in the gameplay itself, and that's not something that we can get from reading a story or watching a movie. Expressing our opinions about those stories in those movies, TV shows, sure, but watching somebody watch a TV show or a movie isn't going to do the same thing that playing a game does, because it's not any kind of form of expression in your own right. That's the power of video games, and that's where video games should get their own right in terms of being an art form. Is because that is what is very unique to it. It is the experience of the gamer that defines the entire game, really. And that's incredible. But developers also have a part to play in that. And I want to talk more about this stuff later. It's not something I want to get into now, because there's whole videos I want to contribute to these topics. Let's Playing is only where I wanted to start this channel with, and it's only where I'm going to be starting this channel with. But for the things that I really want to do with this channel, I need a community that will be willing to back up and help with the things that I want to do. And I can barely see that laser. And I mean, that's pretty much all I want to talk about on the topic right now. It's just something that's really on my mind right now. And because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel. I have been busy, and that's the main reason why there have been a lot of delays in uploads recently. But at the same time, it's hard sometimes for me to get through this because I need to think about what I'm doing and what the purpose of what I'm doing is. And sometimes it can be simple, like, I think for now, at the very least, I'm going to be continuing doing this because I like doing it. And if there's something that stops me from doing that, there's not going to be really any reason for me to be here right now. And that's nothing to say against people who do watch my content. Thank you for being here. Seriously, like, I mean, I wouldn't be here if people weren't here to watch it. Regardless of what I want to do with my time or other things. I'm here because because you are also here. And that's not going to change, and I'm not planning on shutting down this channel or stopping content on this channel for a very long time. And I'm hoping it stays that way. And I don't see very much that will really intrude in it. I mean, there's my own life. But I'm trying to set up this channel and the way I'm doing things so that I can incorporate my life into this. And that's not easy. I mean, in some ways it helps that I'm an introvert, that there aren't tons of people that I'm constantly communicating with or that I need to talk to all the time. I do have people who I care about a lot, and who I will try to always be there for when they need me. But it's just different. It's different from some people in terms of what I can do. And I think that's important. Anyway, not the lightest topic, but I mean, I kind of like it when I do stuff like that, and I have to stop apologizing for it, because it is what makes up me as makes up a part of who I am, is the fact that I don't shy away from talking about things that are like not even real. Like sometimes I hate that terminology, making things real, because everything is real. Everything people say and do contributes to who they are as a person. And that's what's important. Words do matter, actions do matter. Actions speaking louder than words, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. Because it's the actions that are paired with the words that speak the loudest. Because what we say and what we do, if those two things contradict one another, that says a lot more than just doing something. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that person's a hypocrite. It can mean that they don't realize that they're not doing what they believe when they're stating it. And it doesn't make their original statement any less valid. I think that's a mistake and a fallacy, a logical fallacy that people lie, is that somebody says something that they say is wrong, and then they do what they said wrong, and that somehow makes it right. That's not the way it works. I mean, hypocrites are, like, it's never nice to have somebody be hypocritical, because it always feels like they're betraying you and betraying themselves when they do stuff like that. But we all do it, unfortunately. Sometimes we don't even realize it.
Don't you guys?
But that's the thing, is them saying those things. Usually, unless they're just doing it to get what they want, which does happen sometimes. Some people don't care. But when they do say those things, and if they really do mean those things, that means a lot still. Even if they don't do it or say it. Like, the fact that they said it, the fact that what they're saying is still important regardless of whether or not they follow it. Anyway, weird thoughts. And I did not get what I need to do this. I got so caught up in what I wanted to talk about that I forgot to actually get what I needed to really progress through this place. So I gotta go get that. Anyway, I have a memory gem. Why isn't it letting me access this? There we go. There we go. There's another save point, which is good. But I need to go get another thing. Oh wow, it's been 15 minutes since I started the episode already. No, and I have to stop shying away from talking about those things, because that's what I'm here for, to be completely honest. Like, I love playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I'm going to continue playing this and that. But I'm hoping that people will start being here for different things. I'm not sure what I want to say about that part. Renegade's technology. The roots of technology possessed by the Renegades are the same as the Crucius, right? I guess they are. And I wonder if these guys make X-spheres too. That's a good question. Yeah, they may be. Yeah, I really need to go with that. I forgot to change up my sorcerer's ring. That was incredibly stupid. But oh well. Sometimes I do incredibly stupid things. Which is funny considering what I studied. I'm actually not in school right now, but I used to be in school until more recently. Then I started running into electrical beams consistently, and that eventually just fried all my brain cells. Now I can't do it anymore. Please don't take that seriously. No, but in all seriousness, I very much consider myself to be a scientist. Which is funny because I have a lot of beliefs that people would say is very much against science. I personally believe they're wrong, but that's kind of the whole thing. It's interesting to watch the evolution of how we think and what we say, and what we decide is relevant towards certain things. Something else was thought for a very long time, and I forget why people thought those things. It's interesting. But that's what it is. I don't see it as a sad thing because it's part of our evolution. As a species, it's something that we watch and we wait, and then we eventually figure out where the holes in our logic or our different things is. And it's interesting. And I enjoy those kinds of subjects. That's something I'm hoping that all of you will start seeing here, is that I do love talking about science and philosophy, and I'm sure that you've already seen some of that. But I wanted to become more part of this because it's what I will always like doing. And now I'm not speaking properly, so we're done. Man, this place is big for no apparent reason. It is big. This is true. And we've already done this tingling thing with the Sorcerer's Ring once before in Silveron. Really? Yeah, you want to try it? Okay. I forgot that she's back. Tingle! Persea, don't point it at yourself. Okay. Don't point it over here either. I love it. But that's the other thing, is I don't want to shy away from being funny either, because, I mean, not funny. That's the wrong way to put it. I'm trying to be more entertaining and more humorous, because I can be, at least I think I can be. I'm not the one to make those kinds of things, because my sense of humor is going to be very different from other people's sense of humor. And that's fine. Like, I accepted that a long time ago. But who knows? We'll see what happens with all that. I'm gonna go this way first. We're actually pretty much done this episode. We're gonna soon enough. But let's at least do one more room. Especially since this is pretty big. Okay. Yeah, because I need this, I believe, to power a bunch of elevators. I don't think there's really any other reason to do this. And I should be focusing on the mage first, because he just causes issues.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, I should be focusing more on the actual gameplay. Anyway, we're gonna get into more side quests soon, actually. Something I'm really excited about, because this game has some awesome side quests. That's actually one of the weaker points of a lot of Tales games, is the side quests just aren't as good. Like, there's some really interesting ones in Tales of Graces and Tales of the Abyss. Although Tales of the Abyss, I think, is still pretty much, in some ways, in a lot of ways, at least on par with this game. I think a lot of people actually like Tales of the Abyss a lot more than this, which is I disagree, but fair enough. It is a very good game. But anyway, it's later ones. Tales of Graces is a couple really interesting side quests, but a lot of the Tales games later on don't have as good side quests. Like, they're not as interesting. They feel more. What's the word I want to look for? Procedural. Then each one kind of has its own unique story and interesting kind of placements and stuff like that. Like, there's very few really big side, like really there are very few side quests in this game, and most of them are pretty big. But there's a couple of smaller ones that are really interesting. The Sword Dancer side quest is an awesome one. Can I get that back down here? Okay, apparently that's gone. So I'm gonna have to go back in the other direction a little bit later. And it's too bad in that way. Like, I would love to see the Tales series come back in terms of the side quests. Like, I love the game still. I've talked about the fact that I'm kind of playing Tales of Zestiria right now. I have to get back to it, actually. Which is awesome in a lot of different ways. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite. That's completely fair, but I'm really enjoying it. I think that I might actually like it more than Tales of the Abyss, which a lot of people aren't gonna like. But I like what I like. Which makes it my second favorite Tales game. But of course, I've only made it to part 2. So that may change. For better or worse. I doubt it's going to be this game. But actually, one of the things I want to start doing on this channel is I want to play more current games, because I've stuck to a lot of older games up to this point, and that was for a few different reasons. Because I want to cover a lot of older games. There's a lot of stuff I just haven't tried, and it has to do with time constraints, but also to do with the fact that I basically only played Nintendo games until my teens, until like my late teens. And like, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely a bias. But since then I've very much branched out, and there's still lots of things that I haven't played. Last year, for instance, I played Shadow of the Colossus, which was absolutely fantastic. I loved the game. I want to go back to it actually and do a little bit more of analysis of it at some point. I'm not going to play it here, not because I wouldn't be fun to play. It's an incredibly cinematic game and very, and I'm going over time, and very atmospheric game, and has a fantastic ending, which I'm sure most of you already know about. Oh, really? But so am I gonna have to go all the way around just to do this? So that's what it feels like right now. So I don't have any way to access any of these. But it's just not like it has not been all that long since I played the game, and that's kind of keeping me away from it for the moment. But I mean, there are still lots of games I've never played before that will end up on this channel. Some that I have. I want to do some puzzle games, some other games that also involve puzzles, because I love those kinds of games. I love thinking them through all the time. We'll see if I can get something interesting for you guys to watch out of that. We'll see what happens. I also apologize if me saying you guys all the time is offending anybody. I don't mean it in a male way, like referring to only males. It's not the way I mean it, I swear. It's a habit that I have from forever. And I'll try to use it less frequently, just because it bothers me a little bit too, but not. Anyway, I think it can get a little ridiculous in those fronts nonetheless. But we are going to end things there. Next time we'll continue this base. I think I know what we need to do next, so I'll head over there and I'll start the episode over on the other side, just so we don't have to watch me walk back and forth over and over again. And then we'll just kind of continue from there. So that's everything for now. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Either way, I encourage you to leave constructive criticism in the comments, as it helps improve the quality of my videos and hopefully also the quality of your enjoyment. If you wish to see more of my content, you can click on the left side of the video for the previous episode, the right side of the video for either the next episode or a recommended video, and you can click on my channel icon in the center to subscribe to my channel for further notifications on my content. So thank you again, have a great day, and I'll see all of you very, very soon.